on live yet.
Yo, what's up, G?
So
Chilling. Pizzo, you good? So
Yeah,
you
I'm good,
guys, off the road.
you mean on the road? That's all we do.
No, off the road. Y'all was from Huntsville driving up, and everybody got on their Oakwood joint. Oakwood was good?
Yeah. You know, every
Yeah,
time we
good.
go there, man, I get this energy.
Paul, I had on my polo shirt. Paul was like, yo, put on your Oakwood shirt because we repping Oakwood today.
Yeah.
I said,
Where's your
okay.
hat? Where's your hat?
I ain't got no Oakwood hat. Just bring me down one. You got
Where's your crown?
right here. Paul, bring me down that yellow one when you get a chance. I'll run that one.
Paul, make him pay for that because he was supposed to be down here.
Y'all wrong.
We were supposed to have snacks here at the Weed Studio. So after the intro of the song, me and Paul are gonna break it down to you.
All right, go ahead. I'm done. Let's go.
Yo, Patrick, the Weed Studio. We'll tell you about it.
All right. Hey, went on to say, hey, it's Friday.
Hey Winona, what's going on?
Say, hey, it's Friday. It's my girl Kennedy and my man Fritz. It's Friday.
Fritz, what's up?
Fritz ain't on. That's his wifey. That's wifey Carolyn.
Yeah, Carolyn and the daughter, they're having a big fundraiser. So if they put it in the chat, see.
We'll hook it up.
Yeah, big fundraiser.
Gary, is that President Philip Wesley?
President, I think Phil is like Elon Musk.
Where is he now anyway? Where's he? Is he back home?
Phil right now is in New York City because he goes back and forth.
Yeah, he sent the laugh though.
Phil is omnipresent.
Phil is everywhere. Phil owns the East Coast. He owns Florida.
Yep.
He owns Rhode Island.
Yep.
He owns basically
Brooklyn.
the DMV, New York City. Then I think I'm gonna see Phil this weekend for the first time in 3 years.
Where you gonna see him at, G?
Up at the constituent meeting.
Oh, the constituency that's coming up. Yeah.
Yo, Phil tried to play me like he's both of y'all. So we supposed to split a hotel, right? And before I could book the hotel, Phil did.
Yeah.
Phil gonna send me an invoice. So what is that supposed to say, right? That means I gotta pay for the whole thing, right? I think Phil wants me to pay for the invoice and put him up. But that's my dude, man. He could do anything, so we're good.
Mike Lindo.
Yo,
Mike.
I was checking Mike the other day, man, at the church. Came down to Berean. He could be anybody's bodyguard, bro. Anybody's bodyguard.
Mike Lindo
was my last softball coach when I first moved.
You said what's that? Ephesus? Oh, Paul. I think Gary is muted.
Yes, you are muted. We can't.
Yeah, you're muted.
No, what happened is I don't know how to use the do not disturb, and my wife called. So can you text her, let her know that we're on the air? She know better. Well, let me not speak like that.
No. I heard you.
No. Let me not speak like that.
I heard you. I heard you, G.
No.
You said it. You already said it. You already said it.
She know better.
I'm already afraid. So I think I'm gonna have to spend the night over. I spend an extra night in Maryland.
You can stay with me. You can stay with me. Yeah.
Well, I ain't been home in 2 weeks, so you can't stay with me.
Yo, Phil.
Yo, listen. Speak about it. Paul.
Hold on, G. Hold on. Hit Phil first. He said, "Is White Castle considered a snack?"
Yeah, we'll go with that.
Yep, we good.
We're good. That's approved.
You know where he's at, right? He just came off the Belt Parkway. He's on Pennsylvania Avenue at the White Castle. Ask him if that's where he's at.
I know that's where he's at right now, by Star City.
Yeah,
he by Star City,
where they spit on the White Castles and it still tastes good.
I don't care. Listen, there was White Castle. I was in Chicago, and I saw White Castle. I had already eaten. I was already full. I said, "Nah, I got to stop and grab something from his White Castle. There's no doubt about that. It's kangaroo burger, but I ate it anyway.
White Castles and Crystals are not the same. So let's start with that.
Gary, stop. It is the same. Crystal burgers and White Castles are the same.
Crystal's a little bit saltier, bro. I don't know.
Hold on. I was about to say that, Paul. From Arizona?
Yeah, they was here in Atlanta for some years. Then they went out there because their boy is about to be a star.
What was that? We were talking about them last week.
Yeah.
But you know who's the football coach there? We play to win the game.
Who's that?
Herm Edwards.
The
old Jets coach. He's all about making them men. By the time that boy come out that program, he'll be Byron's father.
You're right. G, you're right about that. Listen, G, they're still getting on you. Did you apologize to Nosa?
About what?
What you said. You said something.
I don't remember what I said.
Paul, my man, don't remember what he said now.
Just now, you don't remember.
Nah, you don't remember. Can we do this, Paul, for real, for G? Can we just pray him up real quick? Can we just pray him up? Can we just pray him up? Let's just go on and pray him up real quick, because he in trouble.
I'm not in any trouble, man.
Let's spray Gary up with some Lysol.
Yeah.
All I'm saying, Nosa called, right? And I'm working now. Right? Now, y'all my brothers. Y'all should be texting her now and be like, look, G's on the other side. He'll get back to you. Can't y'all do that for me?
Gary, let me just ask you a question. That's not the problem. The problem is how you said it. You know, I think this is the problem with communication. It's not necessarily, it was the attitude and the way you said it. You was like, yo.
Right. Like you said it like she was.
Don't talk to me like y'all conference offices that has problem with communications. I've been communicating with my wife for 21 years. All I said, she know better. She shouldn't have called during this time. I'm here working.
First of all, that's not how you said it. We could roll back the tape. That's not how you said it, but it's okay.
You always trying to get me in trouble. I don't want to stay at your house. But I'm gonna let y'all know right now. I don't want to hurt y'all feelings. Lord have mercy. Let me tell you.
Stop looking outside.
This place is a problem, man.
Wait, y'all in Georgia? Y'all in Atlanta? What part of Georgia are you in? Because everybody says Atlanta.
We don't know. We don't know.
See now, whatever Gary saw is what I'm seeing going this way.
So y'all so everybody there in the same house. Gary's in one room, Paul's in another room.
Y'all want us to prove it?
No. Oh, you mean to prove that you're in the same house? We know you're in the same house. I'm
Count
saying
to 3 and we're gonna run this both sides and run back.
Go ahead. These guys are crazy. Why didn't y'all show me out the window what it was that y'all was doing?
No, and you don't want to smell here either.
Oh, really?
We're going to Berea High tonight.
All right, switch up. Yo, just for 1 second, this is my show. I gotta hurry up before they get back. This is my show. Here they come.
Yo, I heard you because I got the earbuds in. We heard you. You don't want. Hold on. I'm telling you, you don't want that faked out coming in.
Nah, I told y'all I couldn't come. Come on, Gary. Come on.
Who's more important, Orville or us?
I'm gonna tell you. You know what? That's not right.
Schedule.
That's not right.
No, Pat. You got to own your schedule, right?
Gary, I promise.
Paul called me at the last minute. Paul was like, "G, come on down here."
I can't do that.
And hold on. And you got points. You got points on your who?
Yeah,
every line.
They're Jesus points though. They're not to hang out. They're ministry flying points.
If it's any city that needs ministry, all right, it's this city.
So let me ask you a question. So y'all,
Pat, can you hear Gary talking twice?
So what you saying when we?
No, the only reason I call because we're in the same house.
No, it's cool. I'll let you know. So what you saying is that where y'all at right now, somebody like smoking weed and it's coming up into the apartment?
It's coming right up
all
right
day.
Up. All day.
I'm surprised our kids ain't catch a contact when we hugged them.
Nah, because they already high.
See, so you just bringing up a whole different.
Hold on. Me bringing up something? Listen, I ain't the one to speak. So let's just go ahead. Y'all go ahead. Y'all go ahead. Now go ahead.
Listen, I'm just gonna say one thing. So one quick story, and I'm just gonna. So these two get together. We all get into the same house, and it's like, oh, you got a nice place here. We can make this a trap house. The both of them.
Listen, G.
Pray for us, man.
Let me just ask you this. If the weed is coming through the house right now, y'all getting in contact, what's Paul's sermon going to be like tonight?
First of all, Paul.
I'm tuning into that.
Yo, hold on, Pat. Hold on, Gary. Because we're getting a contact up here, somebody give us a sermon for tonight. Give us a title for tonight.
Yeah, please.
All right. Give us a title.
Coming in the clouds. Probably.
Paul, I want to. Let's get some.
If y'all want to hear a good sermon, come to Berea tonight because it's thick up in this mug.
Are you guys having a contact now? Hold on, I want some titles. Y'all put up some titles. Let's get some titles up for this.
My throat is itching me, man.
Somebody said, "Let's make the right contact with Jesus."
You don't play, man. We're trying to. Yo, I was hold on. We have a hard time with our internet.
High in Christ. Come on, hold on, G. We getting some now coming in.
Well, why don't you put the organ on and maybe you get some.
He's the natural high. Yeah, he's good. What? High in Christ. All right now. So it's a high in Christ. Yeah, boy. I wish I was there with you guys.
You're lying. You didn't even call us this weekend.
Oh my goodness, Paul! I called you. Did I call you, Paul? Didn't I call you?
You called Paul for some frivolous joint.
No, I didn't. Driving. No, I didn't call him for nothing frivolous.
Okay, Phil just said, High day in Zion.
Fisher, we are lit for Christ.
Oh my goodness.
Inhale the right spirit. Well, look, Reggie caught high time in Zion.
Wait.
Reggie Watson. Reggie said high time in Zion. Paul, I'm listening to that sermon tonight. Jesus can take you higher than the highest high. Than the lowest low.
It's crazy. And it's the middle of the afternoon.
Deanna, a sovereign God wants to take you higher to the high plane.
All right, all jokes aside, does it really smell in there?
Yeah.
I mean, does it smell or because this is one thing was come on, y'all. Come on.
Pete.
I ain't smoked
like somebody's right here.
I ain't smoked since 1995. If I was up in there, I'm going back. It's gonna call me back.
If you was here, P, and I'm talking about the old pack, right? Go
ahead, Gary. Come on, man.
The Cambridge Heights pack. Okay, that's what we're talking about. If I go back to the Cambridge Heights pack, you'd be like, "We're coming back here again." You would ask Paul to ask Pastor Jack, when we all come down here, you will negotiate a deal and said, "Whatever you do, you put us in the same Airbnb you had it before."
He said, "God forgave a chief." You got it, chief of sinners though we be.
Yeah.
Nah, I hear you.
In trouble.
Nah, you know what? Let me tell you this. I asked God to rid that from me.
Mm-hmm.
That and Gary, because I remember Gary was mad. One time I was smoking and Gary was mad. He was like, "Yo, we don't do that."
We don't do that.
Yep, we don't do that. And that was years ago. That was years. That's even before the
I was pastoring, so it was like 93, 94.
Yeah, I know it was before 95. And I remember
don't do that.
He said, we don't do that. And I remember, let me just tell you this, guys. I remember the last time drinking, I was drunk, driving down Sparkman. I pulled up behind a hearse, and the hearse license plate said, "You're next." That was it, guys. That was it. No, I'm telling you, y'all know that was it. And the last time that I smoked, I can't say the person's name. I can't say the person's name.
Probably in the chat right now.
I can't say the person's name. Okay, we used to call him Dirty Riri, but we were coming down. Sparkman, same Sparkman. Got some.
I wonder where Riri is. Oh yeah, no. I just spoke to him last week.
No, he cool. Yeah. So we were coming down. Just picked up some bad weed. That's what I'm trying to tell these kids, man. That weed must have been mixed in ether or something.
Arsenic.
Or arsenic. I don't care what it was.
Formaldehyde.
I thought it was horsenick.
It's not.
And so
the Jamaican horsenick.
So mom would say, I thought mom would say it was horsenick in her Jamaican accent. But I come to find out that it's
Gary, did your girl outside, Gary? Gary, did your girl outside?
She back outside? I don't see her.
Yo, stop it, y'all. Stop it. We're having a conversation here. So listen, when it was me and my man Riri, we driving down Sparkman.
Man.
It's the truth. Call Dirty Riri right now.
You're lying about the girl outside. I'm talking about that.
No, come on back over.
Names, Pat. Somebody dropping names. Dropping names.
So we driving down. This was some bad stuff. I'm telling you, it was no good, man. We jump out the car at a red light. We start running down Sparkman, left the car. Okay, y'all think, all right, see? Y'all think I'm joking.
I'm going to tell you the true story, right?
Y'all think I'm joking. Hold on, G, I ain't finished that.
I'm sorry.
My man says to me, yo, is that Jesus on your shoulder? I'm like, nah, where? I'm like, where? He's like, no, it's switched up. It's the devil on your other shoulder. I'm like, where? That's it. That was it for me. I was done. Done. No more weed from Oakwood. No more weed from down there. No more weed nowhere else. So I asked God, get rid of me of that. Some bad stuff.
I think I still have some vomit where Wade Hall is. The last time I drank. I drank. I'm not going to say any names. My boy was straight naked,
running around
Wade Hall. Every time I pass by Wade Hall,
not Wade Hall, Gary, not Wade Hall.
It's Wade.
He was at Edwards Hall.
Yeah, but he ran out of Edwards Hall because Wade is next door. That's when they were building Wade. He was like, yo, come, let's get you, yo. I didn't get there yet. I was just like in the field running over there. And
look at mommy. Mommy's on. She talking about all that praying and all that. Let me tell you, wait, Gary, I can't even say it. I had to sleep in Wade Foundation before it was built.
Yeah, half of us slept there.
The foundation.
I'm just trying to understand.
Hold on. I'm sorry, Gary. Check Reggie. Go back to Reggie. Reggie said rookies.
and we'll stay that way.
Yeah, we'll stay that way. Reg.
The Grams is a lot of things. The Grams is a lot of things, but we're not goats of that. So
no. I remember Mommy used to tell me, Paul, you have
in our DNA.
No. Yeah. You have what is Pat? Addictive personality. You have an addictive personality.
So your family come from addictive.
Your family not so good with them.
Mom be making us stuff to scare us.
And then mom was like, and remember, you have one kidney you have, it's only one kidney you have. I was like, yo, I'm gonna get high off.
I'm gonna tell you a true story.
Bible verses or something.
I'm gonna try to tell you a true story. I was talking to somebody, right? Here. One of our contemporaries, as I say, our ID has gone up. So I was checking this person. I'm gonna even go as far as one of our girlfriends from back in the day. Hey, how you doing or whatever. No, it's just like I just threw it out there. I was like, yeah, man, I feel like getting some weed. You know how we're joking about. This person got so excited. What? Graham smoking weed? When we gonna hook up? Like we have like what is this fascination that people think that we were the weed crew back in the day, undercover.
Nope.
And so that's falsehood. You know,
Hey,
no
but check what
Henny,
mommy.
no Ciroc, no weed.
Nah. But check what mommy said. I'm so glad I never told you guys that you were good boys.
Yeah, that's what mom and dad did. This let us made us feel the worst until we come to find out. Just like people like Reg, just
If we
Reg,
hung
how you
out with
doing,
Reg
bro?
and them, if we hung out with Reg and them, Gary, where would we be right now?
We'd be
We'd be
right
like,
here in Atlanta, in this
Mhm.
very spot. This is
We'll
God
be,
has
back,
brought us.
we'll be wearing orange and blue hanging in the trees.
might be, or have a kid. We'd be like our 50-something years old and have a kid like 5 years old, like Reg.
Yo, what would you do if you had another child right now?
Yo, listen, Reg is proof. You could be older. It'll keep you young. Reg's kid is keeping him young.
I'm not,
Yeah, Reg's son is
that
fine.
can bypass me, man. That's okay.
No, Gary, let me tell you, that's why you have God. That's why you have grandfathers. It's like a new lease on life. If we're 50-something years now and have a little baby, that's going to rejuvenate our lives.
That's okay. I can wait a little bit for
Rejuvenate
Tony.
whose life?
It'll trust me, P. If you have a kid right now, Wendy, come on, pregnant right now. Hold on, look at Philip Wesley. He says, "I can tell you. Don't tell me." I'm gonna tell. Reggie said, "Cry." Reggie said, "Lies." He said,
Phil's
lies.
Phil's son is new. Phil ain't break 50 yet, and he got a new son. And
Yep.
he running up and down all over the place. Up in
That's what-
St. Lucia, swimming, going up and
Jumping
down
off.
in
You
New
see him
York,
jumping off of boats. You see
jumping off of boats,
Jumping off of boats and ledges.
you know,
Okay.
this kind of stuff.
It's because he have a son.
He can have that, man. He can
I
have
think
that.
Wendell,
Wait,
does Wendell have a
Wendell
toddler?
has a toddler.
Yeah, Wendell's girl is 6 or 5.
See, come on, man. That's good stuff, man. I don't care. All of us that had our children.
Wendell had an operation that gave his, you know what I'm saying, more strength.
Maybe that's what it.
That's what it was.
I thought
It wasn't no cancer pack.
Who's that for?
It was a cancer. It was correction.
Let's shout out some people here in Atlanta. So we got 2 days to see people we haven't seen.
Don't hang out, y'all. Let me tell you, when you hang out.
Well, we're gonna go to church, come home, clean and pack. We already packed because we kind of packed because we
y'all driving or you flying?
Flying.
Don't upset me, Pat. Don't upset me.
No, I just wanted to ask because I know Gary don't drive.
Paul mad, right? Because I convinced him to fly.
Hold on. Wendell said, "Nah, can't have kids after that surgery." Wendell, we got to talk. Well, we got to talk. PSA playing with me right now.
But you're open for business though, right? But no production, correct? I just want to be clear.
No, he said he was lucky to have his girl before the diagnosis.
That's right.
Yeah, before the diagnosis. That's good stuff. Good stuff. The good stuff.
The issue is that we don't know how many other children Wendell has.
No, P.
Don't do that. Don't do that. You want them to kill us?
You want Wendell's wife to kill him? Yeah. Hey, Miggs is on. Miggs is on. Yo, what's good? What's up, Miggs?
Who? Miggy?
Yep.
Yo, I haven't heard from Miggy in a minute.
Tomorrow he's going to be installed at First Church.
Good for him. Miggy's a good person, man.
Is that so bad?
Mm-hmm.
As associate pastor there?
Mm-hmm.
Under Lisa?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Where's that church?
Washington, D.C., the heart, baby.
DC. The heart of D.C., man.
Mm-hmm.
Good for him. Miggy's a good man.
Yeah, he is a good man.
He's a good man.
Good man.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta install someone next Sabbath. Remember when I left Pennsylvania Avenue Church?
Mm-hmm.
Chris Cheatham was not fully installed there. He was just doing it but he raised up the tithe. He done all this stuff like that. He's in, man.
Yeah, so yeah, Miggs, Harold, yeah, Miggs going to your home church. Going to your home church. So we just got to pray for him, y'all. That's my boy. That's my boy Miggs, man.
A lot of people don't know, man. First Church is the first church.
He gonna do his thing there too, man. Listen, look out for Miggs, right? He's the what was Paul's boy named, Gary? He's the 7-footer coming out of college.
Shaquille O'Neal.
Miggs is the Shaquille O'Neal of pastoring. Watch, young boy coming out.
You're absolutely correct.
That's right. I'm talking about breaking rims, breaking down rims, all that stuff. Watch him coming. Watch. You'll see.
I just don't want him to take no 3-pointers.
No 3-pointers. We going straight to the rim.
It's all about your inside game, Miggs. It's all about your inside game.
Straight to the rim. Yo, I want to throw something out spiritually at y'all dudes.
Paul, Pat, we're too high.
Hold on. So wait a minute. If you're high like that, if y'all getting a contact, that means y'all gonna pontificate out this month.
You mean Paul is gonna pontificate?
And you? Oh, so what you saying, G? That you might say something that you're not supposed to say?
I got my. I have a presentation tonight too.
I want to. You have 5 minutes on this. 5 minutes on this.
Okay.
When Jesus coming back?
Tomorrow.
Yo.
Come on, Gary, stop.
Soon.
All right.
I'm soon, man.
Man, you getting us in trouble because
I want to know
because we high now. We're gonna hit this on a date. Christ's gonna come 2025. Between the next president of the United States is going to be inaugurated, and Christ's gonna be like, "Nah, this is enough."
Gary, you high? Just tell me. When
April 1st, 2025.
Don't give me no dates because we know we don't.
You just asked me when he's coming, so I'm just giving you.
Say when. 1st. Come on.
I don't know if we got another 10 years.
I hear you, Paul.
Yeah, man. Well, you got people on horses whipping Haitians with their styrofoam food. My man's just trying to cross the river with his styrofoam food with the clear blue basket, like you coming from downstate, and you're gonna get beat for that? Come on,
are you understanding my question? Do you see that?
Right. Look what's going on. Look what's going on in the world right now. Right?
Yeah. Look
what's going on in the world right now.
Yeah.
There has never been a time like this before. It mirrors Noah's Day.
Yep.
It mirrors. Yo, do you remember the text back in Genesis where it says they were marrying and giving into marriage?
Yep.
That was about same-sex marriage.
My man just froze up on that statement, B.
No, I'm not trying to slow Gary and Paul. I'm not trying to slow it down. What I'm trying to say is that I think we play too much. Not us. I'm just saying. I'm putting it out there.
You know how serious I am? I'm gonna tell you how serious I am about the time of trouble, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I really mean this. All jokes aside, I'm trying to get off my medication because the way things goes on today, just on a flip of a switch, you're not gonna have access to Medicare. You can't even go into the hospital to get your appendix done because it's all blocked up. Yep. This is crazy, son.
Listen, are you really telling me? And listen, we'll jump off of this in a second. The reason why I want to say this is because sometimes I have to stop and say, oh, snap. All this stuff that we were taught from Mr. Chase, Paul. Mr. Chase used to teach us all these stuff in 1980, 83, and 83, 82, when he used to talk to us about this stuff. And it's actually happening right now.
It's stuff that we're looking at that's happening right now. It's real stuff.
Look, you fighting over voting rights.
That's right.
I was preaching last week.
Sorry, Paul. Go ahead.
I honestly believe that we're living in Jacob's times of trouble right now.
Jacob's time
is right before.
No, Paul, explain Jacob's time. Maybe I'm mixed up. Jacob's time is when?
Well, remember, what we call Jacob's times of trouble is that you're seeing events happening before the time of trouble.
Oh, right.
Let me give you a strong example. Go ahead.
Right.
we as Adventists, we need to stop. First of all, we need to stop thinking that everything revolves around our doctrine. Okay, let me be clear. When you look at this time of the time of trouble that we're seeing, Jacob's time of trouble is before. See, what's the name just said? Right before that's happened, is giving you signs of what we're going into.
Right.
Think about this.
Right.
Look at human. Nobody's talking about human rights.
Yeah.
Everybody's talking about civil rights.
That's right.
I pulled out my vaccine card more times than I pulled out my driver's license in the last year.
Yo, people are angry. People are angry about, and I'm going to tell you what the Bible talks about, right? All this stuff you hear about people not wanting to take the vaccine and whether they should take it or not and whatever, it is, and it's becoming a life and death situation. It is people who are going around with itching ears.
My girl said it looks like an Oakwood board meeting because we all got our Oakwoods.
Who's that?
Timekeeper.
The timekeeper.
Go ahead, Paul. Go ahead, because
you know how much I love Timekeeper.
Yep. Go ahead, Paul. I want to hear this. I want to hear. And she's in Atlanta, by the way, guys. Y'all see her and her fam. Come on, talk to me, Paul. Finish that. I cut you off.
I'm just saying, because there's a difference between human rights and civil rights. Everybody's fighting for civil rights.
Right.
I want you to think about it. People are fighting for people to just be nice, to be civil.
I'm just mad.
They've got human rights. Just for people to treat you like a human, or because I'm human, I have a say. Sure right,
Paul.
So now, when you look at all this stuff, you find a guy like Garrison, right? Garrison that used to pastor at CPC. His father died 3 weeks ago of COVID.
Right.
He gets up because he has a large base online. He gets up and he talks about the people who have messed up people's mindset on what the vaccine is, or this, that, and the other. You got Adventist people saying that the vaccine is the mark of the beast.
Yeah.
So,
now, P, I don't have a problem with people who don't want to take the vaccine, but please, not for that.
Not for that reason.
Not for that. And I debunk that. Now, let me just tell you this. Man, y'all are going to probably get mad at me for this, but if you don't want to take the vaccine because you have already built up your healthy lifestyle, hold on, just hear me out, guys. Let me finish. You're going to be on a struggle, but it's not going to be on an upward struggle like that. Just hear me out.
That's what people like Dr. Paul. You know what I'm saying?
I agree. I mean,
so everybody's not Dr. Paul.
I understand.
Okay.
I'm with you. No, G. I'm not making any excuses for anybody. But because the virus is here, you can't decide now you're gonna be a vegetarian, and now you ain't gonna drink milk, and now you're gonna be that thing gotta work. That joint gotta be up in your system. Your system gotta respond to something like that. That takes a while.
Look, half of the people in this chat can't even be compliant to drink 5 glasses of water a day.
I hear you. I hear you, G.
Wu just put this out there 8 hours ago.
What do you put?
30 years ago today.
Really?
Who's that?
All right, go back now. Yeah, Pat, I understand.
Tribe came out 30 years ago.
No, that album came out.
Yeah, that album came out 30 years ago. Yeah. So the reason why the reason why I know where I was when I first heard Low End Theory. Anybody know where? Well, no, let me finish this up first. The reason why I wanted to say this to us guys is because we grew up in this thing. We grew up in Adventism. Right? Let's not talk about Christianity, right? We grew up in Adventism. And I think what we need to do is to remember why we are who we are. We could joke and carry on and whatever, but I think that I don't want to pass by all the signs and just say, okay, that's cool. When I'm leaving from New York City or leaving from Washington, D.C. to go to Florida to see my daughter, you're going to see signs 700 miles out, 600 miles out that Disney is coming. Come on, guys. Come on.
And when you go the other way, it tells you 700 miles down the road is New York City.
New York City, right? And I'm gonna tell you the reason why I say is because the one that hurt me the most right now is the Haitians under the bridge. That joint is killing me. That joint is killing me. I mean, I've never thought I would get to the point, G-Man, that I would shed a tear over watching that foolishness.
That's just make it us insensitive to the treatment that's about to happen when you don't do what the government says. You mean, I'm going to reiterate this. That image, if you could pull it up, what bothers me is my man that has the styrofoam plates, the box styrofoam plates, and with the blue see-through, like he on Nostrand Avenue and Kingston Avenue. Now you tell me, what threat is he?
Yeah.
Right.
What's
not only that bothers me is that somehow you came from an island. Okay.
Go ahead and name him, G. The island that just got a president got. Go ahead.
You just came from an island. President got shot. Earthquakes within 20 years. Hurricanes that are not reported, or things of that nature, or where there's a hurricane that is off that. And then I don't know how true this is because I did not use my research, but somehow, some way, people from Haiti ended up on the border of Mexico. Right. Under a bridge.
Right.
Okay. So now you tell me, if I was in Haiti and I was poor and somebody said, hey, I come on this boat and I'm going to take you to some place you're going to be free, I'm going to jump on that boat.
Yeah, you're right.
Right. 12,000 people. Yeah. And then somebody on horseback, that I'm going to go back to that image of that guy.
Yeah.
What harm is he going to do?
Paul, see if you can find the image while we're talking about it. See if you can find it.
What harm is he going to do with 4 or 5 plates of styrofoam that obviously have food in there, and you're going to have to whip them? That doesn't happen to people in Afghanistan. Don't happen to the Mexicans. And on top of that,
that's right.
There's a more hurtful one. My girl Retha Pierre put up. When they take them back to Haiti, they just throw their stuff on the ground.
Like just drop everything.
They just drop everything, and they got to sort through their stuff, baby on the back of the stuff that you brought. And they come, instead of, how we get mad when our luggage get pulled out? They just toss stuff in white bags and put it on the floor, on the hot tarmac.
G-Man, did you hear what you saw? What Miguel said? I saw this also. They speak in fluent Spanish, right? Those people have been journeying. Did you see some of the hills that they had to climb to get there? Mm-hmm. And they were climbing over dead bodies before getting to where they got to. And then the United States, hold on, we mistakenly bomb a spot. You know what the family asked for in forgiveness? That the United States get their family out of Afghanistan and bring them to the United States. I guarantee we're going to do it. Yeah. Guarantee we're going to do it.
So look at the styrofoam. If you could pull up a little closer to that.
Somebody jumped on this joint talking about they had herpes and they ain't have herpes no more. What is this? Yo, whoever you are, Nelson, thanks for jumping on, but I don't know you. And if you're trying to sell something, come through us first so we could be rich. Yeah, go ahead, G. Yeah, look at that.
Gotcha. So look at the blue styrofoam thing. That's what bothered me. My man is short and barefoot. What you gonna do? You're gonna go to the White House and kill somebody?
Yeah. Come on, man.
You know what I'm saying?
But but here's the other. Yeah, I know it's a spam, but here's another question, Gary, that I have. Hold on, I'm gonna delete this comment because I don't know what this guy's talking about. Sorry about your herpes. But here's what I'm saying. Who bought the whips? What federal? That's what
Angela Rye said. Where in God's name that somebody bought on a what did they call it? A purchase order or something like that for whips. Somebody brought that from the back house, and somebody.
When you think about it, it doesn't matter who the people are. How could that be a part of?
Well, I'm sorry, Paul. That's exactly the point. Who the people are, because you don't see that going on with Mexicans.
No, not even Mexicans.
And you don't see that going on with people from Afghan. I'm gonna pivot the conversation a little bit.
Go ahead.
Hurts is that that whole Gabby portrayal thing too, that bothers me.
Wait, G. Before you go to there, hold your
Okay.
point on that. Hold on.
Okay.
First of all, I want Timekeeper to tell me what this is. That's Timekeeper. Gary, this is not Jamaican stuff. This is straight Trini stuff, man. I just took this from upstairs. Just want you to know. But I want to ask you this. You heard about the guy from Chicago, Illinois, from Illinois?
Yeah, from A&M. You know, he's from A&M.
He's from A&M?
University of Alabama. Yeah, at A&M.
Really?
Down the block from us. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. You know how many...
Pat, you know how many said the family was like, y'all out there looking for this social media queen or whatever, and I'm telling you that my son is missing and nobody looking for him.
Yo, I was watching CNN the other day, and they had a report on it's not even men, that black men, if they go missing, it's black women. If they go missing, there is nothing to be said. There is nothing to be put on the media, nothing at all. Zero.
The boyfriend.
Did they find him?
No.
They still ain't find that dude. Murderer.
And that dude didn't kill himself. The parents
hiding him.
Yeah, the parents hiding him.
Guys, you ever been? I just came back from Gillette, Wyoming, where they're gonna have
So you had an idea what it looks like out there.
Gary, let me tell you something. It's so desolate out there that I'm surprised they found her. It's that desolate out there. Gary, you could drive 100 miles and not see anybody.
How could you be so wicked? And the man took a debit card, and it takes that to charge him. You know?
He has her debit card?
Took her debit card and fraudulently used it. Okay? They should arrest the parents and arrest everybody and hold them into the cell.
That's right. That's right. Until someone comes up. You're right.
You mean to tell me somebody takes a Novia or Jasmine to on a trip, and they come back with their car, and you have no answers?
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. That's absolutely nuts, man. I've never heard of anything like it. It's just absolutely crazy. Never seen
Look,
that.
I get the brevity of talking about it. I get that. But there are black girls and boys that are missing every day.
That's right.
Every day. I'm a little.
I'm sorry, guy. One from right here. We just got it on our phones. Sharice, Sharice is online. I saw hers because she's following all the kids that are running away or sex trafficked or whatever. Right here, Gary, she's 11 years old and they can't find her. Right here from Glendale.
It goes on every day.
Is it Glendale?
Right here, Lanham and Glendale. You know where Glendale is here, and then Lanham. That's where 11 years old. She just gone, disappear.
So now it goes back to. I'm gonna say this, Kara, because I sometimes I don't want to come in our conversations. We expose a lot of stuff to real, but our real conversations we didn't talk about. So Paul and I had a conversation here, and this is why I visit so often.
Hold on real quick, Gary. Sharice said she was found. The 11-year-old was found. Thanks, Sharice. Okay. Appreciate it.
Thanks, sir. So this is why, and you did this, and I did this, and Paul and I talk about this, is that when we in the area.
Sharice, one more time, Gary. I'm sorry. And Sharice pulls in, but there was never an Amber Alert for her.
Okay.
Go ahead, G. Finish up now. I just wanted to add that. Go ahead. Sorry.
So when you see Marva and Byron moving to Arizona, or you see families moving to certain places, and when I come to the South and I'm like a 4-hour-mile radius from my son, I come see him. It's almost like when we go to the hospital, or when you go to a nursing home, people see who comes in and out. So, or people know how to treat your child when they're at college because they know whose parents come and whose parents don't come.
Right.
So, I always encourage parents in my consulting is that if you are in Birmingham and your kid is at Oakwood, you need to swing through Oakwood, even for one day. Even for
You know how many
one day.
parents? You know how many parents drop their kids off? You know how many kids go to Oakwood that their parents don't even know what Oakwood looks like.
P was telling me a wonderful story that I thought was great because I'm getting used to the area. We're not gonna mention names. There's a kid at Kennesaw State, and he mentioned how the parent still misses the child. This is only like 20 miles away. Or when Tony was deciding to go to Villanova, that's 2
hours.
hours away.
Right.
So Jordan is up the road, and you still miss him. And I was in the Bronx. Mom says that they still miss him. So it is important that when you say to yourself, "Yo, I'm swinging through," that people see the activities. Because I'm telling you right now, people do not pick people who has love around them to get them.
Gary, I agree with you 100%. And that's the reason why, your children never grow up. I've heard people make this statement that once you're 18 years old, you're going to let them go, or it's time for them to go.
I'm not going to curse. That's BS.
It is.
It's not true. BS. It's not factual. It's not factual.
That's BS.
Listen, let me tell you something. Your kid can be at a boarding school, man. Oh, and I can't even say that. I don't know if I got the permission to say it, but the person is on right now who I was talking to. The kid go to Kennesaw State, and it's almost like it's a hop, skip, and a jump from the house.
Sure.
25, 30 minutes away. And I was like, yo, how do you feel about so-and-so, whatever? Miss her every day.
Yeah.
Like I want her to be right here.
Yeah.
Not 30 minutes away.
Yeah.
Oh, he said, I can. So Wedgener, I was talking to Wedgener last week. I was like, yo, Wedge.
We brought up in the car because we were talking about it, right?
So wait, so Wedge is the one that bought the weed?
No.
Nobody bought no weed. Make that clear.
Okay.
I'll say this: it ain't no New York Jamaican weed. There's some cheap stuff around.
That's it.
Yo, it's Wedgener you're talking about. It'd be some.
I know, man. I'm kidding. So go ahead with the Kennesaw State joint.
Yo, you're gonna always miss your kid. Pat, your kid is about what, 30 miles away from you?
Yeah, and when he come here, I'm happy as a lark, and he know that, right? So he always come around and be like, "Yo, Dad, before I leave, Max, I want to buy my girl something." This dude got a job. My Cash App got all their names. Just I don't even have to look anymore.
I could Cash App everybody, and we could Cash App each other's kids. Our kids could have 10 grand in the bank, and they'd be like this.
Yep.
My man hugged me today, and he said, "Okay, Dad, I miss you. I love you." Like, by the way, anytime you hear your kids say, by the way, or they don't call you Dad, they call you Father.
Pops. No, Pops.
Mine is Pops. Mine is Pops.
Oh, and then my son has this. We have this thing that he speaks like we're from Nigeria, and he said, "Oh, Father, I honor you so much. I was wondering if I could get maybe $100 from my inheritance." I was like, "My gosh!" So I try to be pushing them off. I try to be okay. See, my wife now, y'all got me in trouble. She just hit me up. She just took $200 off the credit card. She said, "I called back. It's been busy." Somebody.
Hey, Dave Ennis. How old is Dave Ennis' oldest child? Dave, how old is your oldest child? Dave.
So back to it.
Dave is in Florida. Dave is in Georgia.
Here.
Yeah, he's here. I know.
Yeah.
Dave is here. So they always be hitting up for all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
I was embarrassed because when I brought Paul to the house, Paul was
my goodness. Dave's kid is 30.
30.
Dang. Still asking for money. And Dave sees him or her as 11.
Yeah, that's true. You don't see them as
Paul comes to the house, right? Paul's like, "Yo, Gary, this is a nice spread or whatever." I said, "Yeah. I gotta pay for all of this. You gotta pay for all of this." Peter snuggled down there and snuggled down. It was good.
Listen, Gary.
Well, hold on.
Go ahead,
All
go
that stuff
back,
you
go
heard
ahead.
this morning, that's me cleaning the house. You know I don't even clean after myself. That was me upstairs cleaning.
Gary, I went to Jasmine apartment. Clean that joint. Dave said he 31.
That you pay for, right? That you pay for.
If I pay for, I pay for that. I pay for their car. G-Man.
Don't even let me start with the car.
Joseph, Toyota, Honda, Toyota, whatever. 2016.
Right.
Jordan, 2017. Jasmine, 2018. Natalie, 2018. Pat Graham,
Nothing.
2004, baby.
Mom and dad's old truck.
Yes, mom and dad's old truck.
That we used to fight for.
2004.
Did you hear Jimmy? Jimmy said his kids are 36 and 30, and they will forever be
10 and 4. It's true. Yo, mommy always says this.
Listen.
Your kids, they tie your foot, and as they get older, they tie your heart. It's true.
I just called Tony and I was like, didn't I just leave you in the bed? How come every time I see you, you're in the car driving? It's just
Gary, your boy Elon Musk and his wife split up.
I'm gonna marry Elon Musk. I'm gonna marry him.
Yeah, G. Just for the gram's sake, marry him.
I got you. If you can get 50 million to St. Jude, you know, we can work out a deal.
My man opened up his mouth and shut down crypto. This guy is crazy.
I told you the crypto was for SpaceX. I told you that.
Don't worry about it, Gary. Half of us on here in this chat got crypto, right?
Thank you.
When that joint go to 1 penny, we don't want it to go to $1.
We don't have to go to $1, not $1.
Gary, half the cats on here got crypto and moonshine or shine moon or whatever it is. I'm gonna tell you right now, when it goes to a penny, our next show, you ain't gonna see nobody on here. You're gonna see nobody on here. Hannah Lane, she says, yep, mine's still tying my heart. And now my niece and nephew tie my heart. Look, right? Your family start tying. G-man, I took Paul's kid to TA. Paul, while you over at Wendell said you won't see us again.
You sure won't.
Yo, Wendell, take this into consideration. I got 1 billion of them. Okay? I got 1 billion coins. I'll wait. When that thing happened, I'm just gonna sit back and be like, you know what? I'm changing my last name. I'm out.
See what Jomo? You see my man Jomo?
Yeah.
Jomo from my church.
Yeah.
Wow, I said from my church, from Pennsylvania Avenue Church.
Mm-hmm.
Shib. Keep playing with Shib.
Yeah. Wendell said, "Oh my, 1 billion, my man." Just letting you know. But here's what I'm saying.
I can't even count 1 billion, man. How many zeros is that?
I'm not even sure, man. 100.
But all you wanted to do is shift a couple of points over.
I don't want $1.
And that's it. You'll never work again.
Paul, I don't want $1. I want it point. It don't even have to be. It could be half of a cent.
See, aren't you glad you learned your fractions? Aren't you glad you learned your fractions in school? Everybody failed.
I hated fractions.
Fractions is a star in that right now.
Yep, you're right, G. Jimmy said that's 9 zeros. Wendell said, Pat, Wendell said, Pat, when it hits a penny, what he said? When it hits a penny, you'll have your own planet. No, this is what they said. They said if that goes to a penny, you're going to move the 1% of millionaires. You're going to move the 1% of millionaires up.
They don't want that. They don't want that.
Let me tell you why. Let me give you my own theory why they don't want it. Because during the pandemic, we got together. I don't think you understand what I say. We got together and decided to teach each other what they had all along. Okay?
Yeah, like singing to each other about the slave route to the north.
Everybody was like, wade in the water, y'all. Wade in the water. Right, but I'm gonna tell you.
Hold
on.
This is one of the times when people were so unselfish People were saying, dude, but you know, if you share that with people and they get into it, it still puts up your stock too.
No. Listen, everybody. Have patience. That's what we don't have. Have patience.
Are you speaking about yourself? Because
no. Listen,
no, you too. No, I'm just saying that.
Yeah,
I know you're doing a
yeah.
great thing by that. You're speaking out of experience too. That's what I'm saying.
Yo, yes, Gary. Honestly and truly, yes. I found that my past success in investments is patience. Nothing happens overnight, and if it happens overnight, more than likely,
more than you lose it overnight.
Yep. Or you won't. You won't be able to cherish it. You won't be able to.
Investment is like when you look at TV. There's nobody on TV that happens overnight. Nobody. And so when you find out like my favorite singer is Ariana Grande. And
is it?
Yeah, it is. There's no doubt about it. Love her to death. Don't know one song that she sang, but I follow her career. And I remember when she was on the spin-off show for iCarly. It was like Cat and something on the Disney Channel. And she was like one of the co-stars. And then she had the come up. And I was like, you know, and then when you get the come up, I'm trying to teach this, that when you get the come up, the hustle don't stop.
Yeah.
You know, the hustle don't stop. It's like,
it's true.
You know,
Jimmy.
So I tell people, and you and Paul know, I tell people, it's like, oh, you in Huntsville, you in Atlanta. I was like, yo, I only got a couple of years to live on this earth. And I'm not spending it in the hospital corporation fighting to be the vice president, then drop dead of COVID. Peace.
Oh, definitely. Oh my goodness, Gary, definitely. Lorraine Blake said if it happens overnight, it's a pyramid scheme. I'm with you.
I appreciate people now that hit us up and said that we have an offer for you. The old days is like, yeah, come on down to the Hilton. I want you to show you this, and your whole night is gone. You know,
Yo, G, you know what? To each his own, because the whole world is multi-level. All right, I'm not gonna. Yep, Melissa Dixon.
But it matters when you get in.
It's not only that. It's not only that. It's just that. At one time it was so hard to get a job, and there's people. I've always said this. There's people who have influence to help people. So, like the both of you, I know for a fact that you have influence and you try to help people, but they don't see what goes on behind the scenes. You know, all the time. You know what happened, or like say, well, I'm gonna put you on this project so you can expose. People want things to happen now, and they want it to happen right away.
Well, isn't that the same thing as patience? Isn't that the same thing that we're talking about with patience, not just with money, but with things you should be waiting on either way?
Yeah. So it goes both ways. You two have influence, or we know people that have influence, and you know we can write a letter, we can send a call. You can say, you know, us as people, we're faster to say, you know, you need to watch out for Pat. Instead of saying, huh? I can't see.
Like I don't know how many times I got scammed in interviews. No, I'm not here to sell knives door to door in the middle of the summer in New York City. And let me tell you something. I used to be, you know, side-eyeing people that's into like multi-level marketing. You can't side-eye that because that is that keeps America afloat. All right. Trust me, it keeps America afloat. Everything we do is multi-level. The problem with us is that we are retailing type people. We're retailers. Right.
Well, you know, Pat,
go ahead.
I don't want to knock anybody's stuff. So there's a certain company that some of our friends are in.
Sure.
And they came down to Atlanta and the arena was full.
Sure.
Okay. So the arena down here may hold, let's say 20,000 people, 18 to 20,000 people from all over the country, right? You can't even get that at Youth Congress. You feel me?
You know,
so 20,000 people who fill the arena, and you know that's not everybody in the downline. Something is going right someplace.
That's what I'm trying to say. That's why I don't. Here's the question: you got to be able to bump into the person who's like you. Come on, multi-level marketing is selling drugs in the street.
Yeah,
right. But now, but now it's okay to do it now because it has been so much established that it pays the taxes to the government.
Yeah. Well, yes, and
that wasn't happening before.
So I don't want to take anybody out their game. Let me just back up and go back to what we were really talking about before. Is that my lifestyle have changed when I saw the way that the rich and even the upper middle class are. They don't go to McDonald's. They don't go to Burger King. Go ahead. What you said, G?
No, go ahead.
They don't go to McDonald's. They don't, I hate to tell you this, but rich people don't wear polo gear.
That's true. Okay. There's a meme of a kid dressed in leather and kind of goth-like, and then that's on the left side, and on the right side, the lead singer of Metallica is dressed up in a t-shirt and like a regular shorts, and in the background he's in Beverly Hills. But you got to live the lifestyle to understand. Look, and there's people here, the younger ones like Camilla, Miguel.
Yeah.
I'll tell you simple things. I'll give you some little advice on the little success that I have. And I saw this. The stuff that you're stressing out over is the stuff that people has already quit.
That's right.
That's the first thing.
Wow.
And the second thing is you need to establish your relationship with money. And so, for instance, I'm gonna just tell you what works for me, and Pat will probably back me up, and Paul. Like, those loyalty points or what have you, you really should take time to say, I'm only flying this and I'm only flying this. And then there's people who have credit cards and get like 70,000 miles and 70,000 points or what have you. Or there's people who write the companies and says, I've been a loyal for 5 years.
Yeah.
Do you think you could give me points? Even if they give you one extra point,
Gary,
it's worth it.
Gary, some of us have credit cards right now, right?
Right.
There's certain bills, there's certain things you could buy with it, groceries, whatever the case may be.
Yep.
You get the points on them and pay it back. Listen, you said a relationship with money. I'm going to call it a relationship with finance because those points are finance, right? Right, G? Mm-hmm. One of the things that we don't do is that we don't get to the place where we could find a way to double like everybody else is doubling. Remember, our parents used to cut coupons. Yes, do you understand what I'm saying? And now we live through an era where we started laughing at people who were cutting coupons, or we didn't want to be in the line because we got coupons in our hands, right? Let me tell you something. I pick up pennies off the street.
Same here.
You know it works, man. When I'll share this, and I have a problem with this. There's nothing wrong. Right. So let's say you have a car payment. We all had car payments, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Wait, Gary. Hold on, Gary. This one guy that does not have car payments is this guy right here. Right?
He got car payment. I'm gonna steal his car.
Oh, you brought him back.
We had a meeting.
What's going on here?
Look, your viewers are going to be like, "Why is this guy on the show again?"
Because he
has a free back door.
He's family. That's why.
Look, man, if I'm on one more time, put my name on the credits.
Gary, you see what happened? Now all of a sudden, now we brought the lawyer in. He's gonna make sure his name is up on there. Hold on, before we go on. Charito said I had coupons and food stamps. Come on, yes. Right? Kimberly said I still clip coupons.
Well, so let me ask. Your coupons come on your phone, so I'm not allowed to go to Staples unless I have my coupon on the phone. Nilsa would not allow it. So
Yeah,
So
I
you
mean,
can't. So what do you're not allowed to? You don't use coupons, G?
I do. I'm not allowed to buy anything without any coupons
Oh,
all the
Well,
time.
gee, it's easier now that it's on your phone. You don't have to
It's on
cut
the phone,
the
right?
paper. Right.
and
It gets
and
emailed to you.
and I'm gonna tell you this also, man. I just got hip to it with the iPhone. Somebody just
somebody
told me
said,
about
"Wait."
that. How you do
Somebody
this?
said, "Wait, the lawyer again."
What is it, y'all? You double click on it to bring your cards up.
The wallet.
Well,
Your
The
wallet.
wallet. I use my wallet too. I mean, I honestly and truly, seriously, let me go back to this. I look at money totally different now. And I know Dwayne's mad at me because I was the one that first was talking about what's your cars, everybody? Paul's car, your cars.
Tesla.
The Teslas.
Tesla.
The reason why I wanted a Tesla was because I would, if I drive, the conference, this is not it's not a, everybody knows this. If you drive for the conference, if I go to youth congress, if I go to different places and I drive, they reimburse you for your mileage.
Right.
So that's the reason why I wanted to get it. But then when the pandemic came, I was like, yo, I'm not driving. I'm not going from place to place. So I told Dwayne that he and you, Paul, both of y'all can go ahead and buy it for me. So since y'all got it in your,
Oh, I
in your
see.
garage.
Oh, I see. So I got a
Or
question
you
for
could
you.
wait till your stock goes to 1 penny.
You know why I'm mad? Because of that hit, that Paul.
that
The reason why
hookup,
I'm mad is because of that joint you gave us a month ago, I think it
and we
was.
slept on it.
Yeah,
we
I slept on it.
Pat.
I slept on it. I
Yo,
slept
and
on
how
it.
many times, like the Holy Spirit, you sent it to us like 3 times, like the Holy Spirit.
Yeah, the Holy Spirit just left us right after that. It's just gone. It's like we're not coming back. Miguel, remind me to give you a tip on that crypto. We'll give you a man. I hate thinking about it.
You saw what happened in the news. So crypto's down today. You saw that, right?
It's been down like for weeks, though, right?
Well, because of China. China basically made it illegal.
Oh, this is why you're on the show.
So a lot of crypto took a hit today because of it. I mean, that's a huge market.
Hold on. I didn't even look at it this morning. Hold on a second.
Yo, man, you made me sad just now, man.
I'm not saying everything, but a lot of
Right. A lot of them got hit. Yeah, they said the Chinese shut down.
The smell is gone, man.
Yeah, the smell is gone, Gary.
It is gone.
No, the smell is not gone. Y'all are nose blind.
Hey, Dwayne, whoever lives on the bottom of this apartment, right, of this Airbnb,
right.
No, it's coming from the top.
you think?
Yeah.
Nah, it's got to be the bottom. Warm air
Gary,
rises,
heat
G.
rises, my boy. Heat
Yeah,
rises.
let's come up. What are you talking about? Warm air
See,
rises.
when Dwayne smokes on the
Hey,
Please, please. We need to wait for 1 penny before you start talking like that. You can't
absolutely right, Pat. You're
can't
absolutely
talk
right.
like that. So crypto got hit all of them. I'm glad I didn't get hit. I'm doing all right. But I think crypto still. Oh, I know what's happening. Robinhood is picking up SHIB, and Coinbase just picked up SHIB. So
That's
I
right.
think they're looking for more. They remember there's only 600,000 people who have bought into SHIB. So they're trying to get more people on it, and they're trying to get it that you could buy sneakers, you could buy all of this with it. So let's see what happens, because I'm still going to be a pastor. I'm just not going to be on the show.
No, you'll only be on the show.
That's right. That's what
Paul, you hear the lawyer again? He's telling us you'll only be on the show. Yo, real quick, stay on, Dwayne. Come on, guys, for the mix up before we get out of here.
So Pat, you got to let us out early because we got to get over to the church early.
We gotta go over to the
because
church
of the smell.
We got to come. First of all, we got to come down off our high. That's the first thing.
Okay, so let's go to
And the
two
top
things.
there is
We can
crazy.
go. First thing, more losses. Well, we're not doing this for the to hurt everybody. We're just looking at Bradford. Gary, who else we were talking about? Bradford passed.
Cameron Bowen.
Cameron Bowen. I don't know if you know him, Dwayne, but he used to teach at Northeastern.
He used to come down to Metro. He used to come down to Metro Church all the time to speak. That was like a resident pastor.
Yeah, he's real good, real good. He's passed. So we just wanted to bring Gary. They said Gary got the munchies. Bring that up. But I want to flip this one.
It's snacks.
Sunday is coming. Sunday is on the way. There's going to be some changes. Two conferences, Northeastern and Allegheny East. You know who the presidents are going to be.
You really want to talk about that now?
Gary, what you think?
For real, because look at what Dwayne, you look like your father.
Well, let's ask the lawyer. Because
Hold on.
You saw his eyebrows. He's like a.
Hold on, Charity. She said, "Love you guys. Enjoy your weekend." And the lawyer too.
And the lawyer too.
Hold on,
Just so everybody know, we have a lawyer.
Just let Charito know I love you.
Yeah, Mr. Bowen. Mr. Bowen passed. Yeah, he passed today. No, I don't want to get in a big discussion about it. I'm just thinking how big the changes are going to be. I just you don't have to get into a discussion about it. I just think that, Gary, what did we call it? Not the hot seat, the
hot stove.
The hot stove. Mm-hmm. Hot stove going on.
Well, and Lake Region picked their new president this past week.
Really? Oh, did they?
Yeah,
that's right. Mm-hmm. Lake Region
picked their new president this week.
That's right.
So
that's right. And I want you to know this, that a 34-year-old contended for presidency with him.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yes,
who was selected in Lake Region?
Say that again.
Who's the person?
A guy by the name of Gabriel.
Yeah, Gabriel. Gary Leanne said, "Pray that the police don't have to be called on Sunday." That's Northeastern. That ain't us. That's not.
I'm gonna say we're gonna be in a 10,000 seat arena, and there's 1,300 delegates.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Gary, you good? Gary?
Shut up.
So I'm just looking at the mix. What is it? What I was.
Well, hold on, Pat. It says Lake Region is only interim. Garth Gable is only interim.
And she's from out there. That's Dwayne. This lady Marilyn Fouché.
Mm-hmm.
We are somehow related to them. They're coming out of the Grams.
Okay.
So they're out of Chicago, but we're somehow related to them. But
I like the way Dwayne. I like the way Dwayne is not flustered about anything. He's like, okay,
Yeah, but
let's see a license.
No, just what. So Lake Region interim. Now I'm gonna tell you this about Allegheny East. Allegheny East will not be interim. There's no interim. Whoever is picked is the president.
Until next year?
Until
yeah. They made sure not to call it interim. It's not interim.
But it's only for the remainder of the term, right?
Yeah, for the remainder of the term. It's for the remainder. It's a. I'm gonna keep my opinion to myself, but
you should.
I don't know.
Comment next week, Pat.
Well, you say that again?
Comment next week.
Comment next week. Yeah. Okay. Donna said, Gary, the police don't need to be called the NAC. The police is always there. Mm-hmm. Is that true, G?
It is fact.
Yeah.
It is fact.
Wow. Y'all go ahead at 3 o'clock in the morning. That's good.
I got one for you. I remember one year, Jeff Hunt and Prentice Kevin and what's his name's son, Cummings' son. They had to walk with the president. I remember one year they had to walk with him.
Yo, let me ask you this question, Dwayne, since you used to work for GC. Does he have security?
At GC session, he does.
Wow.
But part of it is really just to help him get through the crowds. Like if you've been with him at session, I mean, it's literally like a celebrity. So he can't walk anywhere without literally 10,000 people trying to come take a picture. So some of it is not. I mean, there are threats, but some of it is just to help him get from one place to the other without.
So it's never a big to do at the building. I mean, he comes to the building. You don't find protesters out there, shepherd's rods, all that stuff out there.
I mean, every now and then, but that's really rare. I mean, the security I'm only aware of is at at GC session.
Wow.
Dang.
Hey, Dwayne, I'm gonna throw this question at you before we leave. I threw it at Gary and Paul. You used to work at the GC at our establishment. Actually, I don't know. How do you say this? Was it in the Paul? What section? Where did you, was it Paul?
Public Affairs and Religious Liberty.
All right. And you used to, man, I think I'm opening a can of worms here because no, it's not bad. It's not bad at all. It's not bad at all. It's not bad at all. I'm not getting into Catholic stuff. I know that you worked with the White House or with politics, the church and politics. I mean, is there anything scary there, or it's just shaking hands? What is it? What is that?
You mean?
When I say scary is because everybody always talk about the church and state and this, that, and the other. I want to know what was a typical, maybe I should ask that. What is a typical
meeting with government? Like what's government?
Right. But again, if you think about it, I mean, the Adventist Church, we have a significant presence in this country. So if the White House has a meeting to get input from faith leaders on things that are important, shouldn't the Adventist Church have a seat at that table so that we can actually have our voice be heard?
Yeah. Okay.
So that's a lot of times when I was there, the White House would have briefings on, policy matters. They would ask for the input of the faith community. And because of the history, the Adventist Church, we've always been involved for years. I didn't just start this. I took on, I replaced James Standish. There were lots of folks who have done, a lot of really great work before, right. And it's actually carrying on now that even though I'm gone. Right. But it's the history of the church. And so it really gives us a chance to have a seat at the table so that at the time when President Obama was, asking for the church's input, we have a chance to be there. Now, they don't always agree with what we want, but at least we have a chance to have our voice be heard. And there were a lot of times I had an opportunity to be in the room when they would. So, for example, the White House would have an Easter prayer breakfast.
Wait, hold on, Easter breakfast. You mean you went to a pagan Easter breakfast with? Okay, go ahead, cuz. Go ahead, cuz. Never mind. Go ahead.
Yeah, and there might only be 150 people in the room, but our church was there. I wasn't invited because of me. I was there because of our church. And so to me, it was an honor to be able to be in those circles and to be able to tell people about the work of the church.
You're truly modest.
Yeah,
in the U.S. and around the world. So I really enjoyed that.
Say it again, Gary.
He trying to be modest, G.
You're truly modest, man.
If it were me, I'd have been like, I was one of the 150. I was sitting there. I saw the president. He shook my hand. Yo, when he talked, he spit on me. That's what I'm talking about.
Listen, though, because last time it was Neil Long. So let me ask you, the president, he's still my president. I'm just saying, he's still my president. I mean, cool like that?
Absolutely. 100%.
Come on, man. Really?
So the problem is, he's so cool that you just sort of forget, no, you're actually the leader of the free world. So there were times I would get to go through and engage with him very briefly, but he would engage with you. He would ask you a question, and then you're sort of like, you really asking me to care?
I'm trying to get Tony to marry one of the girls, man.
Good luck.
That's all. Yeah.
Yo, he's like, oh, good luck. Now, the reason why, and I saw it also in the chat there, did you get any flack for being one of the representatives to the government from our church?
From a certain segment in our church.
Gary, he is such a lawyer. You know what I mean? He just knows.
No, I don't. That's not lawyer. That's journalism 101. PR 101.
What man said from a certain. I hear.
Right. So I mean, but again, the whole purpose. The purpose of why you're there. Yeah. So my boss, who this is public information, he went to Rome and was in a meeting with the Pope. Now, he got a whole lot more attention for that meeting than me meeting with President Obama.
Oh, I remember that. I remember that was before you?
No, no. Well, it's happened a couple of times. So Bert Beach, who was the Parle director years ago, met the Pope, gave him a medal. If you just Google Bert Beach and the Pope, there's still articles written about it. But Ganoun Diop, who was the director, was in, and if you Google Ganoun Diop and the Pope, you'll see 100 articles and many sermons written about,
how we shaking hands with the beast,
church, running after the beast.
They had a meme that the Pope invited, I guess, Elon Musk, Dr. Fauci, and some prominent people. They said the only person that the Pope didn't invite was Satan. So, but it's just like anytime you visit the Pope, people think something is going on. So,
but gee, here's the thing. So, the purpose is, aren't we supposed to talk to everybody? Now, if you're just going somewhere to do a photo op, then maybe there's no real value in that. But the purpose is, if we have a message that we believe in, we should be able to take that message to anybody.
Right. Anybody.
And I don't mind getting criticized for doing something that I think God asked us to do.
Wow, that's deep. Would you have gone? That means then, I guess, you answer my question. Would you have gone if you had the opportunity to have met with the Pope?
No, I wouldn't go.
So how do you get out of that?
I don't want. Yeah, how would you get out of
that? Like, how do you get out of that? Like,
how would you get out of it? Yeah.
And my mom will be mad at me. Why don't you give me some type of like PR, something to say to your boss? Like, Dwayne, we'd like for you to see the Pope. How do you say no? Give me what they say no.
I'm not going to see the Pope. Listen, not that there's anything wrong with it, but again, what is the purpose? Am I going to actually get a sit down with him for half an hour to have a discussion, or am I just going to be in the room
and they take a picture?
Right. So if I'm going there just to not really have any influence, so what has the church gained by me being in the room with him?
I got it. But let me ask you a question. What did you have to gain with Neil Long in the room with you?
I was not representing the church at that time.
It's funny you said that because I saw a picture of her and they had a side by side of her 20 years ago and now. I was like, wow.
Still.
Yeah, I can't. Let's just bypass that because I can't talk about that. I'm sure because we're on YouTube now, and that's not on Facebook, but because we're on YouTube, she's gonna be listening out for it. So I won't be able to watch any of those old black movies.
Yeah, I'm sure your wife has a crush, Patrick. I'm sure.
It's The Rock.
Ew.
Really?
Yeah, it's The Rock. I don't let her watch nothing dealing with The Rock. Not in here. She has to watch it on her phone.
Wouldn't that help you out?
I don't want help from that. I don't want help from him.
You pay to me. I don't need no help from that.
Right.
No,
Help.
yeah, help. I understand, but no, that's
mine is the guy from Queen Sugar.
Queen Sugar. This is the second time I've heard that. I've never watched that. Paul, that's
somebody about to throw it up in the chat.
His name, I forgot his name. Dark skinned guy with a nice beard.
Don't say nice beard, just say beard. You can't say that, Pete. Kofi, they said somebody Kofi.
Yes, his name is Kofi.
I ain't watching none of that stuff. All right, guys. Here's the question. Now that Dwayne's in, Dwayne, where you preaching tomorrow?
Hold on, Pat. Before you go, hold on. Before we walk away, Gary, who's your wife's crush?
Still Idris.
It's still Idris.
Forever and ever.
That's it, Gary.
Yep.
That's my wife's crush too, so we don't even mention his name in the house.
I would tell you that right now. Every time you come up here, she want to watch The Rock. We ain't watching The Rock. I ain't doing that, and I'm not building no muscle. Leave it just the way it is. It's not going to happen. Man, we got a weekend coming.
You didn't even do the eyebrow thing for her, P?
Patrick and Gary.
No.
This girl just is FaceTime me and ask me where I've been.
Let me call Wendy real quick. Hold on.
You got to call Wendy. Are you in my house?
No.
Let me add.
Pizzo.
The world is watching.
Hey, Paul.
Don't
bad enough that you're high and you got to preach tonight.
Hold on 1 second. 1 second. Yeah, don't lose. Yeah, let's take him out. No, just yeah, P. Paul, you're on the air. You are on the air.
So what the Lord was saying unto us. I'll call you later. Stop.
Yeah.
Paul,
hold on.
Paul, you play a dangerous game, B.
Miguel said that's why Pat's been closing those workout rings. Miguel, we got to talk.
No, Patrick. Wendell said, Pat, can you smell what Pat got?
Nah. Yeah. Well, I don't know, guys. It's I gotta go to chiropractor. Dwayne.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I think it's running our family, man. My back ain't doing too hot, man.
It's not our back that runs our family, it's our eyes.
Paul. Wendell. You got listen, Paul.
Sorry, I got it.
Okay. Yeah. Please.
I'm sorry. It was the smell in here.
Yeah, it's the smell. Yeah, I'm sure. What y'all need to do is take a long walk. Just take a long walk away from the apartment. All right, because y'all got a contact. You really do. You got a contact. Now I'm just letting you know.
Gary's tipping over his chair. Look at Gary's tipping over.
Yeah. So we're at the end. First of all, Dwayne, please tell me. I know you're at your desk. Did you come with a snack? Paul, did you hear him sigh? He's like,
next week.
Gee, what you got?
I got M&Ms.
Oh, Gary, that's fake. You ate that in the car.
No, this
you got it?
this is from Oakwood.
Oh, okay. Okay, I got you. Hey, G, next time we come on like this, Dwayne will come on with his Andrews or his Berkeley joint.
So, Dwayne, what would you come on with? What would you put on?
Berkeley?
Probably.
Like
I said, college was a blur for me. So.
Hold on, was Berkeley a blur or?
It was a much different experience. Like I said, so I didn't go down to Oakwood until probably my senior year, and I was like, oh, wait a minute.
We went to Oakwood today, and it was like, that's some of our friends' daughter right there. Stop looking.
Yeah, Oakwood crazy now. You can't go down there. Can't go down there. He said, dude, you got to represent Andrews.
But I will. That's my school. I spent 4 years there.
All right, guys, don't talk about how long we spent. Okay. Oh no, Paul was a 4 year. Paul, you 4 year? Gary, you never mind.
But again, I will say that probably one of the best years of my life was when Gary Graham was at Andrews University and was a full-on celebrity. Gary and Dwight Dunkley. People still ask me about that.
And my boy Terry Parks, man. Boy Parks.
But Dwayne.
Yeah.
Celebs got to make it out of school, man.
Well, it was a good year for me because I'm just like, you Gary Graham's cousin? I'm like, now, until the administration calls it, you're Gary Graham's cousin, right? You need to come and represent him. I'm like, all right, I got him. Which is actually a true story. But
really?
I don't know that story. So you must have saved me from, or
I did.
Save me.
All I
they wanted to remove Gary from something, and I just said, no, you can't do that.
Wow. I know that when Gary left Andrews, he bought those stuff to Oakwood. The games and all that they were doing at Andrews, because when I went for seminary, I was like, y'all do this here, we do that at Oakwood. And they were like, we had it first. Gary,
because Gary basically upset the whole thing. He made his programs bigger than anything the school would do.
Yeah, that's true.
And when you upset the power structure, people don't like that.
Oh man, if we could play
I think that happened. Quick story. I used to. They never gave me a shot at BSCF, and so they had a program called Sing and Share.
Sing and Share.
Yeah. So let's just put it this way: that I brought the black over to Sing and Share. They used to do the guitars and stuff. So me and my boys went there, and then
my Lord.
Yeah.
And it was standing room only. So
yes.
BSCF almost had to shut down during that time.
Yeah. Yep. I was mad, so I was. I have a term that I do. I have now. I call guerrilla networking. When nobody would let me on their table, I just do my own thing, and that's where it started. And so I started going around instead of studying. Go around to Dean Fainer, who's the vice president. She was the
I know,
and she was charged of like Lamson Hall back then. And I invited the president to come lead out in Black Negro spirituals, basically.
And he came?
Yeah. and I think that was the last program we had.
Wow.
Yeah.
Look, we need to do a
But
show just on the exploits of Gary Graham.
I did exacerbate that by going away to clubbing and ended up at Aunt Rose for like because I was suspended.
Gee, for real, I don't remember. Gary got suspended and stayed with Aunt Rose.
I had to stay with Aunt Rose because I wasn't going to go back to Daddy and get beat.
Nah.
Get
I think
suspended?
was that the same summer Dad threw you over the rail?
Nah, that's the summer before.
All right.
Yo, Glenn, I remember that. Pat, I don't think you were home at the time.
I was home. You weren't home.
It's 4:30 now. We gotta go. Thank you so much.
You upset Gary because all 6 foot of you was thrown over the rail.
Yo, when I look at Dad right now, I just came from Dad, right? I called him a Gin. I said, Dad, you a Gin. He was like, what? Why? What happened? I said, Dad, you ain't blind. Stop acting like you blind. You ain't blind. I can't see. I can't see. Listen, this is true. His medication, and all of our aunts got the same medication, right? All of our family. Gary, the thing is about this small. This small has little arrows going down the side so that you can line it up to close it back. My man can see that.
Yeah, man, you train yourself to see things that you need to.
I said, Gary, my man can see that.
Mom always say.
Gee, this is the truth, and I'll end with this. So I'm walking out the house, right?
Mom said Dad dropped like $100 bill and was able to pick it up, put it in his pocket like there's nothing.
Gee, listen, Dad is sitting on the step right by going to the garage. I put my hand out for him to pound me. My man picked up, pound me straight, didn't even miss. I was like, Dad, you could see. He was like, my eyes were closed. Your hand hit mine.
Well, let's do this. Let's remember to send up a prayer for our auntie. Aunt Dar's it's my favorite auntie, and just want to put up a prayer for her. We're doing a 10-day right now. We're on the 7th, I think.
Right.
We're on the 7th.
Is it 7th day already?
I think it's 3.
Yeah, Paul. It just
No,
started.
that's what I meant. That's what I meant. We have 7 more days.
7 more days. Right.
So I was with Chris. Well, I wasn't with Chris, but this week I was with Vanda and the twins. Man, them boys are handsome.
Yeah, man.
There's some handsome.
I saw them at the wedding. Oh my goodness. Maxine's son wedding. Wow. Philip. I saw him at Phil's wedding. They're just big.
Now Dwayne. Philip married Dwight Dunkley's sister's daughter.
Right.
That's who that is.
Right. I know that.
Oh yeah, I did say that. So yeah, okay.
Yeah, she was telling us how y'all used to Gary and Dwight used to take her Mazda. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So we just keep praying, see what's going on, see what's happening. Real quick around the block. Gary, what you doing? Oh, Gary's with Paul. Paul, you at Berea.
Wait a minute. I'm doing something tonight.
No, I'm not talking to you now. You just passed you up. Go ahead, Paul.
Wow.
Thank you, Patrick. I really appreciate your
you got it, Paul.
Thank you so much. He's been bossing me. I don't want to fly home, right? I don't like flying.
Right.
You bought the ticket and said it's bought.
All right. Are y'all sitting next to each other?
Yeah.
Paul, Gary, hold Paul's hand.
You gotta hold my hand. It ain't all about that, man.
Gary, hold Paul's hand. Y'all brothers, what you ashamed of? If he's scared of the plane, hold his hand, Gary, and take
play around, Pat. Keep playing around, Pat.
Take a video of it, G. Go ahead, Gary. What you doing tomorrow?
Tonight I'm at Canarsie. I'm actually going to be. Yeah, I'm actually going to. While Paul is speaking, I'll be speaking at the same time. So
you're going to stay there in the weed room, or you're going to be?
I'm actually have to leave the weed room and go to Berea. And big shout out to my boy Earl Blair.
Earl Blair. My goodness.
For getting me up there. Big shout out to Pastor Jack for doing that. So while Paul's speaking, I'll be speaking at the same time in the back.
It's been a week. It's really been a week. I can't even tell you, Dwayne. I can't even tell you about the offer that they gave.
Call me later.
I sure will.
All right.
Dwayne, I could tell you that Mid-America called me this week.
Anyway, let's just.
Yo, I want to do a big shout out to some people before I go.
Wait, Gary, I want to know what Dwayne. Wait, hold on. I want to know what Dwayne is doing this weekend.
So I'm supporting my wife tomorrow. She's speaking of the conscience and justice.
That's right. That's right.
Talking about systemic racism's unseen wounds. So there'll be a panel discussion tomorrow.
You know, Dwayne, after such a stressful speaking engagement.
Paul, let's move on. Let's move on.
What?
Listen,
I gotta go. Come
on. No, I'm not going to OUC. I'm not going to OUC. I'm not going to Oakwood. James, stop that, man, because you started a big rumor. You started a big rumor the other day. I'm not going to Oakwood. I'm staying right here. But I am going to Germantown, your wife's old church. I'll be in Germantown. The pastor's granddaughter is being blessed. Small, nobody's going to be there, just us. And I'm going to preach out there.
That's hard to believe. So Orville,
that's all right. That's Orville. We'll be there. So we'll be doing our thing. So we good.
All right. Big shout out to everybody here in Atlanta. Thanks for having us. Hope to see you tonight. Hope to see you tomorrow. Big shout out to my boy Mike Lindo. Big shout out to my good friend Tiffany Stringer, good friend Terry Parks. All
that's right. Hey, did you see them? Did you see them this week?
Terry's in Atlanta.
I'm seeing Lindo tonight.
Tonight. And y'all go past by the hotel, the spot that Dwayne got married, where he ended everything and started a great life.
It's over here. It's right across the street from where we ate.
Is it? Yeah,
we ate across the street from Berean.
Nah, nice spot up there. I love
Atlanta's for weed, man. That's all I gotta say.
And so
weed and seed.
Yeah.
Can we go? Anybody? Gary? Anybody else? Anybody? I know somebody's telling us that it's Tribe Called Quest anniversary.
G, to your right.
Don't look out there. I'm telling you, y'all gonna lose your eyesight. What,
we gonna turn into a pillar of salt?
Yes. Don't play around. All right. Listen, the Low End Theory been out.
30 years.
30 years. Low End Theory been out. So we're good, everybody. Dwayne, talk to you later.
Peace.
Peace, cuz.
Peace, cuz. Gary.
Sorry.
Gary Graham.
Mm-hmm. You're winding down now.
Don't ask him them. Just take him out.
I don't want to take him out. I want us to get thrown off of we'll get thrown off of Facebook. Off of Facebook real quick.
Oh my gosh, your mother just said Sabbath is at 7 p.m. Can you believe
we got it, Ma. We got it.
We're fine. We're fine.
We're starting to shave off 15 minutes every week now.
Yeah, we're taking it down.
Are you going to Oakwood Live, P. Patrick?
Yeah, I'm going to Oakwood Live.
Paul?
I'll be there.
I don't know because I got to go back there the 30th to speak at Madison Mission. So I don't want to be up there all the while. I just came out from there.
All right, let's hope we don't get cut off, man. But let's have a good one.
Hey, if you're gonna
you'll get us cut off, Pat.
If I'm gonna get cut off, I'd rather get cut off with this, coming off at the end. Yeah, listen.
Would they cut it off at the end?
This is a different world we lived in.
That's classical music now.
It's classical. This is Handel's Messiah.
All right.
I got to go before he cusses. All right, y'all. Peace, everybody.
Peace.
So we could get drunk wild, do your ill dance. Go think about the next man, we must have unity. And think of the bigger plan, the vision we will walk. We must stick together, see, I like to take this time to save us up.